I want to warn you all. I'm a screamer.
Westerns inspired by true stories. Fact versus fiction. Today we will take a look at some westerns that are based in fact, not to say they are necessarily historically correct. Hollywood often takes artistic license. Let me know what you think of these westerns, which are more correct than not. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel as well. I appreciate it. Let's get into it in no particular order. Tombstone, 1993. Directors George P. Cosmatos, Kevin Jarre. A successful lawman's plan to retire anonymously in Tombstone, Arizona, are disrupted by the kind of outlaws he was famous for eliminating. The line quoted by Doc at the end of the fight at the OK Corral is historically true, and was reported in the Tombstone papers reporting the fight. When confronted by one of the cowboys at point-blank range, the cowboy reportedly said, "I got you now, Doc, you son of a bitch." To which Doc gleefully retorted, "You're a daisy if you do." Stars Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Sam Elliott, Bill Paxton. Young Guns, 1988. Director Christopher Kane. A group of young gunmen, led by Billy the Kid, become deputies to avenge the murder of the rancher who became their benefactor. But when Billy takes their authority too far, they become the hunted. Like virtually all movies about the events surrounding the Lincoln County War, John Tunstall is depicted as an older, sophisticated man. Tunstall was 24 when he was murdered, younger than most of the regulators. Joshua Doc Scurlock was 31 at the time of Tunstall's murder, and Richard Dick Brewer was 27. Only 20-year-old Billy the Kid was younger. Stars Emilio Estevez, Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, Charlie Sheen. The Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford, 2007. Director Andrew Dominic. Robert Ford, who has idolized Jesse James since childhood, tries to join the resurgent gang of the Missouri Outlaw, but gradually becomes resentful of the bandit leader. Brad Pitt's personal favorite of the movies that he has acted in. Of all the films made about Jesse James, his descendants have claimed that this was the most accurate. They were especially enthusiastic about Brad Pitt and Casey Affleck's performances. Stars Brad Pitt, Casey Affleck, Sam Shepard, Mary Louise Parker. Heaven's Gate, 1980. Director Michael Cimino. During the Johnson County War in 1890 Wyoming, a sheriff born into wealth does his best to protect immigrant farmers from rich cattle interests. The actors and actresses all had to participate in what they derisively called Camp Cinema every morning to prepare for this movie. It included a series of riding lessons, shooting lessons, wagon driving, dance instruction, roller skating lessons, and dialect coaching. Chris Christopherson also had to take whip lessons. Isabel Huppert, who barely spoke English, had to take English lessons. Stars Chris Christopherson, Christopher Walken, John Hurt, Sam Waterston. Wyatt Earp, 1994. Director Lawrence Kasdan. From Wichita to Dodge City to the OK Corral in Tombstone, a man becomes a myth in this thrilling journey of romance, adventure, and desperate heroic action. The real Wyatt Earp's six-shooter was loaned by the Earp Museum and used in some scenes during a number of close-ups. Wyatt Earp is often erroneously regarded as the central figure at the shootout near OK Corral, but his brother Virgil was Tombstone City Marshal and Deputy US Marshal that day, and he had far more experience as a sheriff, constable, marshal, and soldier in combat. Wyatt, being the more famous brother, originates largely from his own self-promotion. Stars Kevin Costner, Dennis Quaid, Gene Hackman, David Andrews.
Kill them all.
The rest are just strangers.
The Legend of Ben Hall, 2017. Director, Matthew Holmes. Ben Hall is drawn back into bushranging by the reappearance of his old friend, John Gilbert, reforming the gang. They soon become the most wanted men in Australian history. Director Matthew Holmes spent 7 years searching Ben Hall's history to ensure the screenplay, characters, and plot were as historically accurate as possible. Actors Jack Martin, Ben Hall, and Jamie Coffer, John Gilbert, bear striking physical resemblances to the historical characters they portray. Ben Hall carries a Tranter revolver. The Tranter revolver was an English cap-and-ball revolver invented around 1856 by William Tranter. Tranter revolvers were regarded as reliable and functional, and were extensively used by the Confederate forces during the American Civil War. Stars Jack Martin, Jamie Coffer, William Lee, Joanne Dobbin. Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee, 2007 TV movie. Director, Yves Semignon. A historic chronicle based on the book by Dee Brown explains how Native Americans were displaced as the United States expanded west. The first project to make a film based on Dee Brown's bestseller dates back to 1973, and the director was to be Martin Scorsese. Soon after the infamous Oscar rejection speech, which featured Sacheen Lightfeather, Scorsese approached Marlon Brando about starring in it. They worked on a script for several months, but it failed to materialise. But producer Julia Phillips claims that Scorsese withdrew because some Native Americans got drunk and tried to rape Sandra Weintraub, Scorsese's then-girlfriend. Stars Aidan Quinn, Adam Beach, August Schellenberg, Anna Paquin.
They did things even I've never seen before.
Soldier Blue, 1970. Director, Ralph Nelson. After a cavalry patrol is ambushed by the Cheyenne, the two survivors, a soldier and a woman, must reach the safety of the nearest fort. In order to recreate the gory Sand Creek massacre of Cheyenne Indians, director Ralph Nelson sought the services of orphaned amputees. Various prosthetic limbs were affixed to missing body parts of these amputees, and then, in one of the most blood and guts sequences in film history, these limbs were mercilessly hacked off as the cameras rolled. Stars Candice Bergen, Peter Strauss, Donald Pleasance, John Anderson.
Got a prayer, Soldier Blue?
True History of the Kelly Gang, 1919. Director, Justin Kurzel. Australian bushranger Ned Kelly and his gang flee from authorities during the 1870s. True History of the Kelly Gang is the 21st on-screen depiction of the Kelly outbreak. The outbreak has previously been the subject of several feature films, plus an unfinished film in 1947. 2 spoof movies, 3 teleplays, 3 short films, a miniseries, and 4 major documentaries. Despite the title, True History of the Kelly Gang is actually a highly fictionalized depiction of the life and times of the Kelly Gang. Russell Crowe's portrayal of Harry Power marks the first time that the outlaw has been depicted in a feature film. It is also the second on-screen depiction of Power overall, having been previously portrayed by Gerard Kennedy in the miniseries The Outlaw, 1980. Stars George McKay, Essie Davis, Nicholas Hoult, Ben Corbett.
All he's got left is this story.
The Alamo, 2004. Director, John Lee Hancock. Based on the 1836 standoff between a group of Texan and Tajano men, led by Davy Crockett and Jim Bowie. and Mexican dictator Santa Anna's forces at the Alamo in San Antonio, Texas. Several people that played Texan extras in the movie are actual descendants of the defenders of the Alamo. At 51 acres, the set was the largest and most expensive set built in North America to date. One of the biggest box office bombs in film history. The film ended up costing, with marketing expenses, over $140 million, and by its second month of release had only earned a worldwide gross of slightly more than $25 million. Stars Dennis Quaid, Billy Bob Thornton, Emilio Echevarria, Jason Patric. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.